Hey, it's me, G Diddley, with Dilron, and this is the 1010 podcast.
Hi, it's the 1010 podcast. I zoned out for a minute. It's been a minute since we've done one of these. It's because we have it's been 1 minute since we've done one of these. But we haven't done one because we did a Halloween one, but I didn't get it edited out in time. It's on my Mac right now, but I switched computers and it's a big process of editing. But yeah, we are back, and yes, I'm here to answer your questions that none of you have.
Yes.
Right, Gavin?
Yes.
Although we have been getting a little more plays on our Spotify. Let me turn my freaking Minecraft mic down. It's freaking killing my ears. Jesus.
Welcome to the club.
But I've been sick, which I'm still sick right now, but I'm getting over my sickness right now. And you can't tell my nose just started to clog up at the last second. Yeah. But yeah, I'll be muting my mic a little bit too much to help with my editing out the coughing. My gosh, my nose is just clogging up as I speak.
Good job, Dylan.
Yeah. But yes, if you guys are new to this or listening to this on Spotify or anything like that, which I haven't uploaded an episode on Spotify in a while and it's missing like half our episodes. Welcome. I am Dylan and this is Gavin, and we talk about life and stuff and tell stories about our past.
We talk about life and stuff.
Well, we kind of do. I mean,
that's as complicated as it gets.
We talk about Halo mostly. Our most talk about topic is Halo.
I'm not surprised. It's like my fucking favorite thing ever.
We're here, and this episode won't be out till the new year. So happy New Year, guys!
Until the new year,
and Merry Christmas. Well, yeah, because I won't be able to upload this until I get back from my trip, and it'll be 2020, and we have big plans for 2020, right, Gavin?
Nope.
All right, Gavin has no plans for his life. He's going down the drain. But I have some stuff I want to talk about today. I'm going to actually do a little bit of updates about what we're going to do with like our channels and stuff. If you have anything you want to plan to do with your channels. I know your band's like going to take off, but like, yeah, you have an EP coming out when?
Yes.
Okay, his EP is coming out, yes.
I would tell you, but I don't know. Because I want to release it in January and February, which everybody does. But yeah, with all like our name shit and then the guys producing it and stuff, it might not come out till like the latest March.
Wow.
Yeah, no, which is ridiculous. Completely ridiculous, Sale.
If you guys are waiting for his band to release their EP, my second album's out on my channel.
Okay, anyways.
Yeah, I'm gonna get into this right now because I haven't heard back at all yet. It's been a while, but two of my videos have gotten copyright claimed.
Nice.
And I am disputing one of them right now, and it's one of our podcasts actually.
Oh yeah, because of the stupid. You want to explain that to him, or can you not?
Yeah. Okay. So in one of our podcasts, I put in the background, Black Ops 4 Zombies. Because I was like, well, I want to give like if you watch this on YouTube, but they don't like want something to watch in the background because we don't have video yet because I don't have a webcam and Gavin's lighting is horrible.
Hold on, old facts.
But basically, put it in the background and it had the cutscene to Blood of the Dead, and Activision claimed it, and I'm like, really? I'm like, there's like a million other YouTubers out there who do like the same thing I do, and they haven't got claimed. And I'm like, are you serious? And I'm like, that like hasn't been out for that long. Like, it's been out for a couple of months, but like, I think it's kind of ridiculous that they're allowed to claim it when like I'm not making any money from it right now. But like, there's YouTubers out there who make money off of that all the time, and I'm just sitting here not getting any money from it. Which, by the way, I'll mention that later. But yeah, so it's in the feed right now. I basically said that I'm not making any money from it. I want the full rights to the video, like all my rights to it. So that way when I do be able to get money, I can make money off of it because there's like other YouTubers that have like that video, like those clips in their video. And it's not even using audio or anything too. I'm
there's
like,
people
so
that
you
like
claim me for the video.
There's literally people that make those videos. Alright guys, this is a tutorial on how to do Blood of the Dead. And and they started off in the videos like literally the cutscene. So I don't know why Activision claimed our video their video, maybe because it's less popular.
So yeah,
they're like whatever, but
it's just stupid. I'd just put it at that.
Stupid as fuck. Where the hell are the other Ferris wheels at? Shitty titty.
But yeah, that's in the feed right now. And then my other one is my cover of All Small Things, which isn't claimed by Blink-182. I understand if Blink-182's like studio did that, because like I understand, yeah, I did a cover and I really didn't get the rights to cover it technically, but freaking Atlantic Craft claimed it because they did a parody of all the freaking Small Things. And they're like, oh, this has the same rhythm as our songs. And I'm like, it's a no, it's not. I said, it says it in the title and the description. It's a cover of All the Small Things, not your freaking parody that sucks balls. So I'm like, I can't. I'm in the process of figuring out how to dispute that, because I mean, I do want to get if anything for money from that, I'm okay with Blink-182 getting that money, but like that Atlantic Craft channel does not deserve like a penny of it at all. And I'm like, this is stupid because like they don't deserve it. They parodied it. And they're gonna come at me and be like, oh, you know what? We're gonna claim it because you're a freaking 30 subscriber YouTube channel. Well, you gotta be freaking kidding me. So, yeah, that's what's kind of going on with that. But I am reworking my whole second channel. It's gonna be its own complete thing, and I kind of don't want to tell what it is on the podcast. I kind of want to just hopefully be undiscovered. Like, hopefully make that, like, it makes its own success and I can grow from that success onto this channel. But basically, it's good. All I'm going to say, if you guys really like, if there's other people out there that listen to this and are like our videos, it's going to, my second channel is going to be about movies. And the first movie I'm going to be doing anything about is Willy Wonka. So check when that comes out. Weezy Gaming that's actually not what the channel's called right now. It's going to be renamed and everything. But if you want to go subscribe to that, link in the description. Link in the description for also Gavin, Terry, and Dave's channel. Also, if you want to subscribe to them, just go to my channel. It's under channels I work with. It's like on the side on my channel thing. You guys just like literally just have to click on them. Yeah, so like if you guys want to like find Gavin's channel or like Davis's or Terry's, just go to mine. It'll like pop up. Also, Tag Productions is under my thing too. I don't work with them, but like I mean I probably would if you guys ever actually did videos to help with. But like I haven't done any of your video like helped any of your videos at all. But like I've helped you and Terry out with like your guys' videos. Yeah, so that me and Gavin are starting a documentary this coming up year.
2, right?
2, yes. 1 is gonna be definitely in the making. The second one, I fell through a hole. Great. The second one is going to start after we finish. It's in production right now because I am doing the whole production on it. Like it's just good. It's good. Okay. I was gonna say the documentary is it's gonna be about a great grandpa, but essentially the whole Wilkinson story, our whole family story, essentially. So yeah, you guys can look out for that. It's gonna be really good. Like we're gonna do a lot, like really a lot with it, and like it's not gonna be finished by the end of this year. It's just gonna be like we're gonna shoot like the interviews, everything like that, and start editing it. It probably won't come out till 2021 after everything because I got a wedding to pay for and stuff. Like after we get like all like the big budget stuff out of the way and all that kind of stuff, it's gonna be so much better.
And while we're on the topic, round of applause for Dylan getting married soon. Yeah,
I'm getting married, and as many people thought it could happen. It could happen. Yeah, I'm getting married.
Don't get married
here. And I'm hopefully gonna have her on our podcast sometime soon. We do have a podcast of our own, me and her, but we really didn't get any listeners. So go check out that one and only episode of the Toasted Buns podcast, which is actually just me and her talking about stuff for a little bit. We're talking about movies, and that's pretty much it. It was pretty fun. We ate boozle beans, and I almost threw up, and she got a good one. I think I don't remember. We haven't. It's been a while, but yeah.
It's been a while.
I honestly, next year I'm literally gonna push to have more guests on our podcast. I'm DMing and like looking up small YouTubers and like who actually want to be big, and be like, hey, I'm like, hey, you want to come on our podcast so we can kind of like work off each other, and so we can actually like get good growth for both our channels. So I'm waiting for people to like reply back because a lot of some of them are like actually like. I'm like looking at YouTube channels and trying to find their socials and like contact with them. And then some of them are like, there's a lot of them that are like not really like our type of people that we want to work with, but I'm like kind of looking into it. Yeah, that's basically podcast size. Davis is gonna come on the podcast sometime in the next 5 years. Terry's been interested. I think you told me that.
I don't know. Which is weird because he's coming tonight at some point, I thought, but I don't know.
No, it's like 7:00. But yeah, I'd like to have Terry and Andrew on the podcast, get like your whole band on here. Interview them and have like a good fun time talking to them about stuff and about when you and Terry first met, you and Andrew first met. Me and Andrew's first encounter, which I'm gonna talk about today. Yeah, because the first time I met Andrew was like about Gavin's birthday parties, and we were gonna talk about those today. And we're gonna talk about birthdays in general and give like a little bit of backstory between the DG+1 a little bit between me and Gavin's perspective. Yeah, so if you guys watching this on YouTube, I don't have ads on it like right now because I'm not getting money for it. But if you listen to this on our audio only, thank you because we do make money off of that. And we appreciate that.
Yes,
and
we made like 4 pennies. Let's go.
17 cents actually.
17 pennies. Let's go.
Yeah. Our last episode got 9 plays on it, which I'm surprised. I was like, who's listening to this?
Which one was that? What was that about?
I think the last one we uploaded on Spotify is episode 7.
Which is
A Reoccurring Dreams? Which is actually a pretty good episode.
Fuck. I just fell off the map. Yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna be a pretty good couple of years with us. Gavin, you're gonna be going to college, hopefully.
Probably not. Probably going to trade school, but yeah, same difference. Going to do something that's productive, unlike some people in our family. Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, it's gonna be a pretty good coming up the next couple of years. I'm excited for it. If you wonder why I sound weird, it's because I'm sick, guys. Honestly, I was hoping I would be better by today, but I am better. I was like on the edge of death yesterday.
This just ended. Almost died.
Yeah, I almost died, guys. What would YouTube do if I died? Had a little more space for videos. That's probably what.
Then nothing.
Like, wait, this guy's not on YouTube anymore.
Wait, somebody was on YouTube and died? No, I'm not surprised.
Yeah, I was listening to like a I can't remember what podcast it was, but it was like people who do podcasts and don't go pee like in the middle of it are like God. So I'm like, yeah, that's kind of like because like for us, our podcast like a normal episode's usually an hour and a half long, but like there's a good like 30 minutes like cut out like before we started and like afterwards because I forgot to cut off the audio, but like yeah. Oh, I'm also gonna do audio only, which is gonna be like last like probably half an hour. We're just gonna like talk about current events basically that we have to talk about, or like something we're just gonna give like our 2 cents about that like no one really cares about. So there you go. Oh my gosh. Ooh,
oh
okay.
my god, dude! Oh my god.
I'm almost ready for a break, and we just started because I feel like I have to poop.
Yep.
Honestly, I probably should have used the bathroom before we started. I just ate Chipotle.
Yeah, you probably should have. You were just like, all right, whenever you're ready. And
okay, this is probably gonna be our first break. We're gonna take that could be a quick break for us, but like for you guys, it's gonna be like 2 seconds. So we'll be right back after this quick break. And we're back.
Sorry. Hey, no, that's bad. Hey, it's me, Bonesaw. Hey.
What are you doing up there?
Hey, what are you doing?
We're back. I'm sorry. I had to take a poop 10 minutes into the podcast.
Yeah. I told
Honestly, and made this on podcast live. I was started. That's why I had to go.
But
okay, so one more. I'm actually gonna talk about this. If we were to have one celebrity on here, who would you want to have?
Jack Black.
Jack Black? Yeah, I would like to have Jack Black on here. So if Jack Black came on here, what questions would you ask him?
I love you. I don't know.
What are you doing? I love you.
I unplugged my earbuds. I did.
Nice, Gavin. Can we do a podcast correctly? Because he unplug his earplugs.
Second time I've unplugged them. Oh my god! It's out of my chair, dude.
Welcome back to the Cancer Cast. Anyways, so I was listening to a podcast, and they had it was like the first time I had celebrity on, and it was David Cross.
Who?
The bad guy from the first Alvin and the Chipmunks movie. I don't know how else to describe him.
The bald guy?
Yeah, the bald guy. He was in Scary Movie 2. He was the guy in the wheelchair in that.
Yeah.
He played Minion and Megamind.
I said yeah.
I'm talking about to the viewers. But anyways, this podcast had him on, and he's like, I'm sorry, guys. It had to be done, but sorry, like, I have to do this during this whole interview. He's like, I gotta take my dog out to go poop, so if you hear me, like, yelling at, like, a random name, that's my dog. I'm like, really? I'm like, that you couldn't wait to, like, do that after or anything like that? Like, it had to be done now. I've been putting it off all day because I've been waiting for you guys to call me. So anyways, I had him on, and he kind of treated it like they were like freaking assholes. And I'm like, really? That's freaking stupid. But like, a lot of celebrities that come on podcasts like do that. Like, oh, I'm too big for this. And I'm like, really? I'm like, it's just a podcast. I'm like, you can't be too big for your freaking podcast. I'm too big to be on a small podcast. Oh, heaven forbid I do something small for the people. Look at my ego. Look how beautiful I am with my ego.
Who's that an impression of?
Just dickhead celebrities. But anyways, today we are going to talk about Gavin's many birthday parties who have had many tragedies with and also had fun with. But I'm trying to think of the earliest birthday party I remember yours. I remember the one where they blocked the whole street for you, like the whole birthday party.
That was a block party.
Oh,
that wasn't a birthday party. Drew, that was a birthday party that Drew hosted. It wasn't. God dang it, I'm retarded. That was a birthday. Oh my god, that was a party that Drew hosted, and it was a block party. So everybody from our neighborhood that wanted to come down. It was kind of like a potluck thing. I think they brought food and stuff.
Oh.
And then, we just had a whole party. I remember a van being there. I don't know what kind of van it was, but I remember there being like a van, and somebody might have been like DJing in the van or something.
I remember. The only reason I remember that one is because the whole street was blocked. Like your guys' street was blocked. And
yeah.
I think that was I didn't meet Terry at that one. I do remember because Daniel and I think is it Tyshawn or is Tyshawn over the Terry, right?
Yeah, Tyshawn's like the second year. Oh,
he's the same age as Daniel, right?
Oh, I just got runes. What? Yeah.
Oh, yeah, because him and Daniel went to school when my mom and dad were together. Because I do remember that my mom and dad were friends with Terry's parents back when they were together.
Yo, I'm just getting a bunch of random runes. I just got a snow rune for just weapons in general.
Oh,
I got a
cool.
lava rune for bows, and I got 2 gem runes for bows.
But like the only reason I remember Terry being mentioned at the party because I think Daniel was hanging out with Tyshawn and Terry did like a head spin or something, and he's like, "Oh my gosh, did you see this? Did you see this?" And I was like, "What? I'm all alone because this is before I hung out with Dace and Gavin all the time."
Don't lie, we always hung out.
I mean, okay. As you guys got older, we hung out. We like did a lot more stuff together. But like when you and Dace were little, I had to hang out with Daniel and Kira more than with you.
That's some tough squash right there, dude.
But like the only reason that sucks is because I had to deal with Daniel and Kira being the boss of me because I didn't know any better because I wasn't hanging out with you two and I didn't know because like when we would go to spend the night, it would be like you and Davis would sleep on your like bed with that freaking double bubble pillow that you had.
I forgot about that. So
That was like the best pillow ever.
That was the best pillow ever.
But then I would have to stay with Daniel and Kira, and like they would watch High School Musical and stuff. And I was like, I don't like this. Why can't I hang out with Davis and Gavin? But I do remember one time I didn't want to hang out with you guys, but then my dad or your mom or grandma was like, "No, they're too little for you to play with." I was like, "What?" I'm like in the middle between two. I'm like 2 years apart from Daniel and you and like Davis. So I was like, "There's no one for me to play with." Then like I can't remember when like we actually I think it was Chris and Stephanie's was when we actually like started our whole like DG+1 thing.
I was just gonna say grandma's because everything happens at grandma's.
Well, yeah, I mean, yeah, grandma's and everything. Like you were the person we wanted to be. Like if you weren't at grandma's, it was boring.
Oh my god, I used to hate when you guys were there. I would hate like everything. I'd be like, yo, this is so boring without Dylan.
Like there'd be like the days, but it's like, oh, Gavin's at his dad. He'll be here soon. And I'm like, but like soon was like never soon with your mom. She like, oh, he's just about to leave. I just got a text from his dad. And it'd be like 10 like an hour later before he got there. We're like, finally. And then like 10 minutes later, my dad's like, oh, we gotta go. I'm like,
yo, I would hate that too. Like your dad would be like, all right, time to go, and then I'd be like, I just got what the fuck.
Literally, like our dad didn't like my dad didn't see us as we could be friends because we're just cousins. And I'm like, what the like half the time like your cousin's your best friend.
We're best friends.
There's a lot of people like their cousin's their best friend. Like Erica's cousin is like they're their best friends ever. And I'm like, you, me, and Davis are all like really good friends. And I'm like, Davis is my brother, and like we're like really close, and like you and me are really close, and we're all really close.
The amount of times I've said Dylan and Davis, just referring to like you guys being, like, I don't know, coming over is just there's so many times. Like, oh, I want to hang out with Dylan and Davis. We're not Dylan and Davis coming over. Dylan and Davis this, Dylan and Davis that. So
yeah,
I
like
fucking hate not being around with you guys.
Which
is another thing. I don't want to shit on anybody, but I hate when adults would always like say like, no, you can't do this. You can't hang out today. You can't do that because that literally just like tore apart our childhood.
Yeah.
Because like, and it just wasted our childhood. Because like, your childhood is meant for like you can dick around, you can do whatever you want. You don't have to worry about this. You don't have to worry about that. And then when we weren't allowed to hang out with each other for since from when we were like 15 on, you know why? But
yeah.
It just sucked.
I was about to get to like so, so back after my mom and dad got divorced over a whole reason I'm not really gonna get to, my dad worked and then he would come home tired and he would sleep, and so we literally like my dad was like really didn't care about what we did, and then like because my dad was a little more chiller with like being with us and everything like that. Like I said, a lot of reasons not getting into because it's not really that busy in the podcast. But anyways, we'd like literally go over to Gavin's all the time, and we would end up just being like, your mom would be like, hey, do you guys just want to stay the night? And we're like, yeah, we'll just stay the night all the time. A lot of the times, like, we'll just come over to hang out. And like every time, like, Carrie would be like, are you guys staying the night? And we're like, oh, we don't know. And then like, it'd be like 7 o'clock. And we're like, oh, we probably need to go home. And Daisy's like, why would you stay the night? We're like, can we stay the night? Like all the time, we would like stay over at your house all the time.
Yeah.
I mean, because our dad didn't really care, and we were having fun. And I mean, we did spend time with my dad and all this stuff, but like it just got a little bit as we got older and stuff, and then someone came into the family. It just became that. Oh, why are you gonna hang? Why do you want to hang out with Gavin? You see him all the time. No, we don't. We don't see him anymore. Like we only see him at holidays or like whatever we have to go. Like whenever we have to go over for freaking 2 hours. That takes like a half an hour to get over there. Not really. It took us like 10 minutes to be like sped, but yeah.
Okay, Dan, I figured this out, by the way.
What?
Under calendar and events, you can the podcast. Fuck, hold on, I'm getting killed by a zombie. Yeah. Yeah. Under calendars and events, it says the next thing that's coming up is season of Jerry. So I'm assuming that third season of Jerry. I'm assuming that it disappears, it comes back.
Yeah.
So it'll be back in 6 hours. But obviously you won't be on in 6 hours, and I will probably not either. But
no, I'm in 6 hours. I'm probably gonna be. I'm on my way to Florida.
Yeah, where the fuck is my phone even at?
If I had a laptop to take with me, I would take it with me to Florida just to like do editing and stuff. But yeah, like I was saying, like to have like, well, I have kids, you have kids, and Davis has kids. I'm not gonna if they want to hang out with like their cousins, I'm not gonna stop them. Like, go ahead, have fun with your cousins. I understand it's hard making friends with kids. No, it's really. Yeah, hold on a second. I got empty my nose.
I can empty my nose.
But back. Yeah. Hold on. I need a drink.
Yeah, blow away from the microphone. Anybody?
I want to move my microphone. Gavin, talk.
Okay. Well. Yep. Words. No, our childhood is pretty fun for the most part, up until about 2015, and then we started to like
14.
not be able to. Late 2014, but like yeah, because remember your dad wasn't that strict around then. It was started to become after they got married. Probably should cut that out.
He doesn't want to do it.
Anyways, yeah, like around 2015, we just hang out less because I don't know. I really don't know. Just really stupid reasons, and yeah, it kind of just like ruined everything because like we used to hang out all the time. Every time Dylan would come over to his dad's, we'd hang out, and because his dad doesn't live too far away, and we'd always hang out. We'd go build forts and shit in the woods, and we'd go to the beach or whatever. But
honestly, it's not hard for kids to make friends because like they're like I mean they're dumb and everything, and they don't have like a sense of like shyness a lot. Some kids do, but yeah, it's easy for them to make friends. But like if your kids aren't like really good at making friends and they're like really good friends with their cousins and stuff, let them like do that. So like to let them hang out with their cousins.
I don't know why.
My mom is best friend with her cousin. I mean,
Davis and you are like my homies.
Yeah,
we are so tight.
I mean, I know you have your friends like Terry and Andrew and stuff, but like,
I also saw Davis so much more when I was little because he was So like when like obviously you and I didn't start hanging out like as much as I hung out with Davis until like like you said until we started getting older. But like when I saw Davis all the time, I would just like we would do the same thing. We would always play hide and go seek, or we'd play tag, or we'd just I don't know have fun doing some stupid bullshit, and it was awesome. And that's like the best part of the childhood, bro. And then there you got dickheads coming in and ruining it. And I'm like, because like this is my train of thought. Before you turned 18, I was like, when Dylan turns 18, he's gonna have to get a job. He's gonna have to go to college. I mean, obviously you're not going to college now, but you found something better. But like I was like, he's gonna have to like do stuff with his life, and when he's not gonna hang out. And I was like, when we graduate, it's gonna be the same thing. We're gonna have jobs and houses and things we got to do, and we're not going to be able to hang out as much versus in our childhood when we want to hang out, play, and do stupid stuff and get in trouble, but all that jazz we couldn't because people were just like no, and it's like why not?
Yeah. Oh man, like I said, I'm sick. But yeah, like most of my friends, like I consider like I'm friends with. I'm like most of mine. I know through Davis and you. Like a lot of kids in my grade, I didn't like because like generally the people my age are dicks.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, because I like hanging out with people like that. Like, I understand. I grew up like with you guys and like everything, so I'm like, I'm more in touch with like you guys and stuff.
Uh,
But like, yeah, I'm like, I'm friends with Terry and Andrew. I'm friends with Davis's friends. Like, they know me and everything like that. I consider myself friends with them. They would probably consider themselves friends with me. I like, yeah, I'm like I said. Uh, so what were we talking about? But yeah, so I'm gonna get into a little bit of why we created DT+1. If there's something like I'm misrepresenting from it, you can like bump in and if you remember it differently. But I remember it was more like because we were around like this. It was like when we were really into Smosh and Ryan he got like really into it,
mhm.
and so like
Wait,
we
hold
would
on. Wait. Ryan Higa?
yeah.
It's like 7th grade? 2015?
Okay, I was actually me and Davis were into him earlier than that because we had a neighbor who watched him all the time, like the OG How to Train Your Ninja and How to Be Gangster, all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Like we were watching him back like that. But anyways, I figured that like because we saw that we wanted to do like that and like create something and Erica just message. Erica just sent me something on Snapchat. What the heck? On. Ah, crap. Crap, I gotta take a shower tonight. Ah, dang it, I
Okay, you
forgot.
can take a shower at 10:10. It's only 7:21, dude. You got like
It's not gonna take me long to take a shower. I'll go up and take a shower right at or when you have to go use the restroom. Like after I'm done telling this story, okay? So I'm sorry that we're like taking too many breaks, but like I'm getting ready for a flight tomorrow and I wanted to get this done so I have something to work on. But anyways, we were kind of like, what I think we should like do something like us for YouTube, make videos like what we like and stuff. And the opportunity arose when we saw the dead mouse that your mom's like, hey, I found a dead mouse. And we're all like, oh, wait. And then like we grabbed your iPhone, we made Jerry's funeral.
big old facts.
And which honestly, most of our videos that we do we on the spot. I mean, I know they're cringy, but they actually turn out pretty good.
They are so cringy, but they do turn out pretty funny.
I
Like
mean,
the troll bridge video is so bad, but it's so good. Like one of the times I remember when we were filming that, me and Davis, I was like, okay, Davis, when you fall, you gotta commit. I'm like, you gotta fall in the water. He's like, but it's cold. And I don't even remember the final shot, but I just remember one of the times he fell in, he only got his foot wet, and he was like, okay, was that good? I'm like, it's not good. You didn't fall in the water.
I want to take a break because I need to really get the shower, and it's probably gonna take me like 5 minutes to take a shower. Okay.
Okay.
So if you want to like go use the restroom or do whatever for about like 15
some food,
minutes,
so that sounds good.
Okay. So we're gonna be right back. Enjoy this little quick ad break, whatever, or listen to whatever I put in here. Okay. I'll be right back. And welcome back. I should actually let little pause go before I cut it. And welcome back. Yeah, like we were talking about before. We're talking about DT+1 this right, and you just mentioned what was it? What were we do? The troll video and how we improvise pretty much everything on a whim. Yeah, that's true. We've improvised pretty much most of our videos. It's kind of like we don't really have a script. I mean, it probably would go a lot better if we had a script.
Yeah.
But I think we're doing pretty good as where we're at right now. But like, it means a lot, like doing all this.
Yep.
You good?
Yep. I launched myself.
Like, it means a lot to me doing all this stuff because I have fun doing it. It's something I'm really passionate about doing. I don't care if people think it's stupid and they laugh at it. Laugh at it. That's what I want you to do. It's the point of why I'm doing this. Is I want everyone to laugh. If you laugh from watching our videos, that's good. I'd rather have you laugh than just sit there and be like,
then cry.
Yeah. But I mean, you get what I'm saying, right? Yeah. Okay, so it's pretty much gave a little bit of a DG plus 1 dip. I probably lost all that energy from that. Let's go on to your birthdays, which I think we were starting to talk about, but then it came into that live party, and then to this.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, let's do it. We did it. We did it. Yeah, gone insano. We did it. Do.
We did it. We did it. We got the magic yarn. Hashtag Kirby's Epic Yarn.
Yeah. So, the earliest birthday of yours, I can remember, is when you and Deus went to this, I think, Toledo Zoo, I think.
Yeah, and it was a surprise. My only surprise party.
Yes, because I didn't get to go with you guys, and I was mad at Aunt Marcy because her friend took you guys and not me. And she's like, "Oh, if I thought you would, if you would have wanted to go with them, why didn't you say so?" I go, "Because you literally were like only Davis and Gavin can go with us." And I'm like, "What?" Literally, it's always that was around the time when when everyone was starting to call us the boys because they all like us three would always be around.
Oh my god, I forgot about that.
But like. So yeah, then I was mad at Marcy because you guys went to the Little Zoo, like came here with a surprise. And I was kind of just like, yeah, surprise. I don't really know half these people here because whatever. I'm like, I'm mad because Jason Gavin got to go to the zoo and I got stuck behind with my dad and Daniel.
Rip.
And Aunt Marcy said she would make it up to us, and she never did. And of course, she probably would. If I said that to her now, she's like, I don't remember that.
She probably would say that.
But anyways, that's the earliest one I remember, and I mean decent as always. Your mom makes really good Rice Krispie treats.
Dude, she
makes really good.
Does.
She makes really good home. She makes homemade ice cream cake. Like that's so good. Your mom's a really good cook.
Yeah, sometimes.
If you guys have a chance to try his mom's cooking, do it.
That'll probably never happen because I don't know anybody. But that doesn't come to my house either.
I mean, you're really not now because you don't have a stove or anything right now.
Hey, Gavin, who are you? I watch your podcast.
I listen to your podcast. I'm that one fan.
I don't know you.
I don't know you.
That's the whole point. You don't know me. Please back off. I'm scared.
But yeah, yeah.
Words.
But okay, so that was that birthday party. Then there were, I think, a couple birthday parties in between where it was just family. But I do remember the one. I think it's this one was like your biggest birthday party.
Oh, fuck.
No, maybe on. What do you think? Yeah, this one was your biggest because during at the
butt cheeks. Okay, yeah.
So it was like all your friends were invited, all the family, everything were all gonna show up, like to this one, and what was I gonna say? And it was basically so okay. I'm gonna kind of explain how I remember it through the day, and then you can like butt in and like say like, oh no, it wasn't that, it was this. But so my dad pulls up, and me and Davis like LMFAO was big at the time, okay, like really big. So me and Davis pull up with my dad, and we look at the garage door, and it says, "This way to the fun party rockers." I was like, "Oh no!" And Davis is like, "What is that?" I go, "I have no clue."
I think I remember that.
And we come down, and so we head into the back, and we get to like your mud room, And your mom's like, "Hey, kids downstairs, adults upstairs." And so we go upstairs, and it was like I don't think there was you had your karaoke machine, you had a strobe light, you had we brought you our stoplight that we had from Kyle. I'm trying to think who was there. Andrew was there, Terry was there, Michael was there, Kaya was there. The other Michael and his brother Sam. No, Sam was there, not Michael. I don't know why I thought of Michael. Who else was there? I can't remember who was there. A lot of people there. A lot of people that we didn't like. Crud.
Oh, dude, did you hear that?
No.
Good. I hope my mic didn't pick that up. I pray to God my mic.
So yeah, I get there, we're like sitting there, and so like everyone is surrounding Gavin. Like Davis is like, I want to talk to Gavin, but like everyone's surrounding him. So we're like so then you finally get along with like me and Davis, and you're like, I can't like shake like any of these people to talk to Davis and like Dylan. So Davis is like, what Dylan, you stay behind here and like tell everyone like what Gavin went this way. And so then me and Gavin will go in the pine tree. And I told them that, and they're all like, no, he's not that way. We saw him go this way. And then everyone was like, oh, yeah. And so they found you, and Ace is like, come on, like he wants to talk to me. And I only think you were talking to Terry because everyone was surrounding you. And Terry was up in your pine tree.
I was about to say, I kind of zoned out, but that birthday party is the one I was thinking of. Like,
yeah.
Everybody around me, and my mom was yelling at me. I don't even know why. And I was like, can everybody just back off for like 10 seconds?
Wait, hold on. Your mom was what?
She was like yelling at me. Because like she was like, get all these people to do this and that.
Oh,
and
yeah.
that. I don't know. That's why I wanted to talk to whoever by myself.
Yeah, because you couldn't decide what to play. And everyone's like, Davis and they were like, let's play category tag. And then everyone's like, no, let's play Ghost in the Graveyard. You're like, it's too light out to play that. And everyone's like, well, I think that it's too light to play it. And so we're all like, well, what are we going to play? And then we're like, let's play category tag. And no one's listening to us. Terry was up in the pine tree. And I'm like, what are you doing up to Terry? He goes, oh, well, I can't talk to Gavin because everyone will leave him alone. And he's like, he's kind of ignoring me. What the heck, Erica?
I'm playing the heart, bro. It's freaking go.
I believe that low is probably a later text. But yeah. And there was this one kid there. And so like your mom and you like decorated the basement, like decorated it like with dance stuff, everything, and you changed the light bulbs in your band room. Well, it was your toy room at the time, but yeah, like green and red light bulbs that were up in there forever. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so there was this one kid there just tearing down all the decorations every chance he could. He would walk through the doorway, which had like a whole bunch of streamers and stuff, and he'd just tear it down.
I played basketball with that kid the other day because I had to. And
yeah. But I remember you gave me your iPod to play because like I was like, what?
Sorry, and you cut out.
Oh.
And it sounded like a voice crack.
My voice did crack.
Oh, it was a voice crack. That's even better. You gotta keep that in. That was so good.
I am. But yeah, so I was like, Gavin, I'm like, can I have you play with your iPod? And you're like, sure. I'm like, cause I'm not even like, we're not even doing anything. So you give me your iPod, and your iPod was almost dead. Thanks. It was your like iPod 3. You remember that?
4. Wait, no, iPod. I forgot about my. I don't even know what kind of iPod I had. Yeah.
But anyways, I was playing it, and I was like, "Oh, it's like almost dead." So then it's like, "Hey, Kira, can you charge this and like give it back to me?" Because Gavin said I could play, and she just took it and used it for herself. I was like, "Thanks." It was like, now I'm bored, and then after everyone that wasn't staying the night left, and after everyone's parents left, Aunt Minnie came upstairs. She goes, "Okay, you guys can stay up for a little bit. There's hot dogs in here and food and stuff for you guys to eat. And I'll come downstairs when I tell you guys it's time to go to bed." I'm like, okay. And so I do remember this because you guys like the first one to fall asleep gets drawn out with markers. Yeah, I remember that because you had a bag of markers underneath the couch. And then your mom found out and she goes, "Give me the markers." And you're like, hold on. We want to draw each other's faces just for fun, just because we're not going to do it if someone falls asleep first, but we just want to do it for fun. So I think you and Davis drew each other's faces.
I'm not surprised. I do remember the one time we played Truth or Dare and someone had to draw my face.
Yeah. So anyways, that happens. Okay, and in comes your mom, and I was like, "Okay, guys, time to go to sleep." And so we're all like, and so here comes the weird. So after your mom goes out there, everyone's being quiet, the TV's on, everything, and so we're sitting there, and like your mom had at the time, your mom had the TV set on a timer to turn off after like an hour or so, and then like we had to go to sleep. So what we did was we're sitting there, and then we're playing Truth or Dare. Everyone's like, "Gavin, I dare you to go dance to the strobe light over there." And so like you get up and you go dance to like, you know how it looks when you dance to the strobe light in the dark.
Yeah.
It's all like that. And we're all like laughing and everything. I think your mom came down twice to yell at us for being too loud. She's like, "You're being too loud, go to sleep." And we're like, okay. So then I ended up on the couch. I talked Terry down from the couch because he had his stuff on the couch first. I was like, "Terry, you should let me sleep on it because I can't sleep on the floor." We've had this problem before because I always get stuck sleeping on the floor every time I spend the night at your house.
Yeah.
And then,
well,
so I got
the really bad couch.
Yes. So I slept on the couch. I think Sam slept on that really bad couch. I let Dave sleep on the couch with me because I think we're brothers and like I can allow that. But so yeah, and then you and Terry were the first, I think, to fall asleep.
Yo, I found where Romero is in the secret cave.
Oh wow.
This is so crazy.
I'm supposed to get a spray.
That's insane,
right,
man.
Yeah. But yeah, so you and like Terry were like getting ready to go to sleep, and like everyone, like, it was like a couple people going to sleep. Everyone was like, "No, we're gonna stay up all night." And so you're like, "Whatever, I'm going to sleep." So I think you wanted to sleep, and I think Terry did too. This is back when like the 3DS first came out. I think it was back then. Hold on, let me look up when the 3DS came out.
Dude, it came out a while ago. That's a hot minute.
2011, yes. So yeah, 2011 is when the 3DS came out.
Good times. That's so crazy that it's not even that old.
Yeah, but yeah. So I remember Terry had his 3DS, and like he showed us it. Like we were looking at the screen, and like he looked like a Batman. The Batman like flew out the screen, and everyone was like, "Whoa!" even though now they're kind of crappy.
Hey, watch your mouth. You know what is really crappy? Do you remember when the DSi? This is so good, and it's like
Flipnote is the only thing that I think was the best.
Flipnote was fire, dude.
Okay, so yeah, so enter the time when I meet Michael and Andrew. So it's everyone is like asleep besides me, Davis, Andrew. There goes my voice. Andrew and Michael were all awake, but the thing was that Michael and Andrew would not let us go to sleep. Okay, Andrew after a while did want to go to sleep, but after a while, Michael did not want to let us go to sleep. He's like, "No, come on, stay up with us, stay up." So I was like, "Fine, I'll stay
That
up for a
wasn't
little
Terry's
bit."
party because I remember him doing that at Terry's party.
I wasn't at Terry's party.
Oh, you weren't?
No, but
I was the last one to sleep at that.
So I'm tired. I want to go to sleep. And he's like, no. Come on. Let's stay up. And so we turn on the TV and turn the volume down all the way, so we couldn't hear anything. And like Dave wasn't on the couch at this time, but like Andrew was sitting up there talking to me, and I was like, so I was like talking to him because I never knew Andrew at the time, and this is fat Andrew who wears fedoras all the time.
Ew.
So yeah, and I'm like, oh, who are you? And he's like, I'm Andrew. I'm like, oh, I'm Dylan. And we start talking about music, and he was talking about like I think Slipknot and like screamo bands and stuff for some reason. I don't know why. And then we're talking about that, and we're staying up talking about that and everything. And then Michael turns on Pawn Stars, I think. And he's like, and then it was like an old school like crapper. And he kept saying, like, he kept going, oh, look at that. And back then it was like, oh, look at the shitter. It's a shitter. Part of my French is a shitter. I'm like, okay, it's not really funny for him to like be saying that, whatever. And then so after a while, I was like, I'm going to sleep. Don't try to keep me up. And I don't know how many times we've woken up you and how mad you guys were. Like, wake up, and I would like pretend to be asleep, and then you'd be like, guys, go to sleep. I can't have you up. I don't know how many times your mom came down to see, like, because she like heard noises and like checked on us. And we pretend to be asleep, and she's like, oh, they're asleep. And she's like, okay, it must be the TV. And like,
Their house makes so many weird noises. We could have just blamed.
Huh?
Our house made so many weird noises that you could just blame.
Yeah.
You could be like, oh, that was the house, and then she'd be like, it's like just a house. It's like every 10 seconds and stuff. Yeah.
So yeah. So after we go to sleep and everything, I wake up to Michael's dad sitting on the couch. And no, it was Andrew was like passed out. Like his mom came to get him, and he's like, "Andrew, wake up!" And I'm like, "He's like, stop waking up!" And then it was Michael's. And then Andrew got up, and I was still pretending to be asleep. And then Michael's dad came down, and Michael's dad's a pretty big guy.
He's a big dude.
Yeah, and he sat down on the couch, and I was like, "Oh my gosh, I'm afraid to move. I'm still asleep." And then my dad came, and then we all woke up, and I was like super tired because like we were up all night. And yeah, so then afterwards we all left, and that was that birthday party.
Yeah,
I think the one you can remember the most is when I was working at Remember when I was working at Burger King?
Yeah.
Remember it was who the heck is screaming outside my door? But it was one of the birthdays where you set a tent up. And
oh my god,
I think it was the one where like oh my gosh, whoever's loud out there, I'm gonna yell at them. But I just stopped my train of thought because of these freaking loud people in this house.
10.
Oh yeah, so you set up. Show up to you guys setting the tent up, and I was like, "Hey, we're gonna sleep in the tent." You go, "Yep." And so it was me, you, Davis, Matthew, Terry, and Kaya was debating whether I'm staying or not. And then he was like, okay. He's like, okay, I'm gonna stay. And so we were all sitting there, and we're all starting to get a little bit creeped out because it was like dark out, and like we were hearing weird like noises against like the fence. And then Matthew was reading creepypastas and everything. And like it was just a lot of stuff happened. It wasn't a bad night, but then somebody farted, and no one would fess up to it. And someone got really scared.
Farted.
Because we were all like, "Who farted? Come on, fess up to it." Everyone's like, "Terry, did you fart?" No. And then that was the birthday we found Mystery, the cat. And
that was so cool.
Everyone's like, maybe it was Mystery. Everyone's like, no, it wasn't Mystery. And we're all sitting there, and then it's like someone's against the fence. And then everyone got scared and went inside.
Did I hate it that Kaya was always like a bitch about all that?
Yeah.
We'd be like, oh, dude, it's a ghost. And then he'd be like, ah! Like, going.
Yeah. So, your mom had to take him back after like so late.
I found him.
Wait, what? Wait, was there 2 birthdays that you had a 10 up? I feel like there was.
But wait, what?
There was you had tents, like 2 different tents.
Probably.
But I think it was because I think the second time you had a 10 up, it was just you, me, Terry, and Davis.
I have to get gray dye anyways. Don't I?
I'm trying to think right now.
Or glass.
Yeah, I think the second time you had 10 up, we didn't sleep in it, and it rained that morning. So we're like, oh, that sucks, because I don't know why Terry and Davis didn't want to sleep in the tent, and we were stuck out there. We're like, we're not gonna let them sleep inside. That's stupid. So then, what was it? Was it that? Yeah, it started to rain, so we went out, and shut the tent, and then that night I stayed the night at your house. So I just stay over at your house for the weekend because I had to work the next couple days. So I just stayed there, and we slept in the tent 2 nights. Actually, it was pretty good. It was actually fun. It was just you and me sleeping out in the tent. We had plenty of room, but the blankets were wet. That's the only thing that sucked because of the rain. I don't know if you remember that.
What?
Remember when you and me slept on the tent, like after your birthday party, because I stayed over next couple nights?
Oh, I'm trying to.
Yeah, but there was that. That's pretty much like the last birthday party I went to. Besides the one you had the last time I went to with Erica, and we played baseball, and we like were hitting home runs at the wazoo, and you dove into the court. Wait, was that? Do you remember when Gavin body dived in the? Okay, yeah.
Scared the shit out of me.
Wait, what? She was there.
Yes, remember because I think someone threw the ball to you and it missed and went in the court, and you're like, I got it. You dove into the court.
I don't even remember that. I just
It was
surprised, but
Robbie was there for that one.
Yeah.
oh, so it was like somewhat
Yeah.
recent.
Yeah, it was the recent one. Yeah, so I was like, oh my gosh. I do need these.
Oh, it was this past one, right? Because remember,
Yes,
didn't Erica
yes.
say like, "Oh, I don't want to go because he doesn't like me," and I was
Oh,
like,
he's
"You
done
go."
my-
And she went.
Oh.
But yeah, because I do remember that because Erica like was like, I didn't know you guys could play baseball, and I go, yeah, we played baseball when we were kids. And like, plus they're tennis balls, and those are easier to hit than baseballs. But I mean, yeah. She was like, oh, I didn't really take you for playing the sports type.
Yeah, you're kind of nerdy. You didn't finish your food.
Yeah, I did. I ate all the meat. It's just rice. They didn't put white rice on it. They just gave me a lot.
Soon, like within the next little bit, could you take that out in the upstairs trash so our room doesn't smell like butt when we get back?
Yeah. Okay, we're gonna take a quick 2-minute break. I'm gonna go get something to drink and eat and
More like 2-second break. Haha.
whatever.
And we're back. No, okay.
I'm gonna go grab a drink pretty quick and I'm gonna throw
Go
away this
for it, dill
rice.
hole.
Okay.
Go for it. All right. So while he's gone, we're gonna do 10 things I love about. He's nerdy. He's stupid. Sometimes he's funny. That's 3, right? He buys me shit all the time. Fuck. Okay. He likes to do things outside like me, David. He's a kind fellow. I think it's like 6. Or maybe it's 5. I'm not gonna be able to get to 10. We'll do 5 things. Alright, those are my 5 things. I'm smiling, but you can't see it. Ow, fuck you, dick. Alright, Chode. Of love. Dude, leg is my favorite thing of all time. Yellow rock of grants 1 in a 100 billion chance to deal 100% damage. Awesome. So in the next billion hits, I should get 100% damage. Hopefully it's on a boss. Alright, what the fuck? Oh yeah, I was going to get the emerald. Correct. Coffee, 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 coffee. Oh, coffee, 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 coffee. Oh, coffee, 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 coffee. Same thing every day. That's my motto. Where do you get your humor from, Mr. Krabs? Because like that was funny shit, dude. Too loud. Okay, now we're gonna do 10 things I hate about. He's fucking gay. I'm kidding. I don't hate Dylan. Why the fuck is my game so... That was young. If you couldn't tell. Alright, damn, I'm back to playing. I mean, I'll tell you one thing I fucking on the fact that he just said wazoo. Like that, what the hell is that gay ass 60s term? We hit home runs out the wazoo. My name is also Danny DeVito. I don't know why my voice sounds like really high. And that's why my name's Danny DeVito. I hit home runs out the wazoo. And, yeah, I'm in the new Jumanji movie. You should go see that. Huh? Dick.
Okay, I'm back. So, me and Erica went to the gas station, and they had a yard of Twix bars.
Yeah.
So, we got a yard of Twix bars here.
First Christmas, that's him.
But yeah, okay. So we're back, and yeah. So we were just done talking about birthdays and everything. My birthdays weren't anything special because people forgot my birthday all the time.
Facts.
Yeah, facts.
Oh, dude, I just farted and it smells weird.
I'm glad I'm not in the room with you then.
You are definitely glad you're not in the same room with me.
I had other stuff to talk about, but I can't remember what. I mean, we had a pretty good amount of topics besides the 20 breaks I have to add to take in between.
Yep, you did. This is a good podcast. We didn't get distracted too much.
No, we didn't. We actually kept a pretty good conversation going and everything. I'm actually kind of glad we got this. There's something else I really did want to talk about. I probably said at the beginning of the podcast, and I probably forgot.
So while you were gone, oh, never mind. Continue. What?
While I was gone, what?
Oh, while you were gone, I did a thing, and I said, 10 things I love about Dylan, and then I also did 10 things I hate about Dylan. I said, you know what? There is really nothing I hate about Dylan, except for the fact that he said wazoo. I said, who is he, Danny DeVito? Yeah, I hit so many home runs out the wazoo today.
What's wrong with saying wazoo? What's wrong with saying wazoo? Tell me.
Everything.
There's something wrong with wazoo. You're just jealous because I can say fancy words.
He's looking for the largest, most evil patch of fungus. Where would I find the largest, most...
The mushroom desert.
Are they evil? I'm so confused.
I don't know. What are you doing?
The Romeo quest.
Oh,
thing.
but yeah, I really don't know what there is to talk about. This podcast is short. I'll throw in our Halloween episode in too when I get back.
Cool.
But anyways, I don't really have anything else to talk about. You have anything like mentioned with your YouTube channel or anything you get planned?
I think I was planning on having a video sometime, but that's not until you get me those stupid editing programs.
Oh
So I
yeah,
can edit them,
I do need to get that for you.
That's about it, really. I mean, if you wanna...
I really don't have anything else to say. I had a whole bunch of stuff that I want to talk about. And I do really been wanting to mention our childhood a lot more. Your birthday parties, a lot of stuff just comes to me when it comes. But I really don't know what else to say besides I've enjoyed this podcast. This has actually been a really good one. We've had a lot. Our last couple ones have been really good with the recurrent dreams, our episode 8 one that we did. This one's episode 9, I think. But yeah, I think we're actually getting the hang of this. Then we're actually getting good stories. We do. What you guys don't know is we do like a ton of podcast episodes that don't fan out because they're like really bad. It's just a lot of like dead space, and I'm like, I can't even edit like half an episode with this. So I just end up scrapping it, and then we'll tell the stories later. Like, there's some stories that we told about like the last podcast that we did, but I'm not going to even bother doing because what was I saying? Because it was just a bad episode, so I'm just gonna save those stories for later when we actually can fit more in. Like, I had like my machinima story which was like just like a 10-second story. I'd keep that for like later when we have like nothing to do. Otherwise, yeah. Like, do you have like anything at all besides like what you have planned? Like, do you want to do like any other like video series? Like,
I still want to do that YouTube pun video that me and Davis like forever ago.
Oh, YouTube pun video?
Yeah, you're a tool, and then you're a hoe, and then
Oh,
that whole thing. I'm not gonna try to spoil the whole plot. Because
okay, yeah.
It's like a 2-minute video, but
what, the ad revenue? Stuff like that.
Yes.
I really don't know what else to talk about. I really want to fill up this episode with like a good amount of stuff because this is gonna be our January episode, our February episode. It's probably not gonna have a lot of stuff in it because it's gonna have my Florida story in it about it, but I'm also gonna be recording stuff because Grandma asked me to like take a whole bunch of pictures for her. But I said I'm gonna record videos and stuff with me in Disney, and they'll be up on my channel and stuff with me doing stuff, having fun. It'll be my first time at Disney, so I'm gonna have a lot of fun.
It's insane how much the Disney Minecraft map looks like the actual.
Yeah. Yeah. If you guys want to if you guys have never been to Disney, there's that, and you have Minecraft. One of the servers is the Palace. I think it's. I'm trying to think of the IP address. I'm trying to think. Play.palace.network. It's basically the entire Magic Kingdom and Universal Studios Orlando all recreated in a 1-to-1 scale of Minecraft. It's really cool. Actually, that's how I know like the parks so well. Like, I've never been to the Disney parks. I already know what a lot of stuff is because of that. But it's really cool. shout out to Hypixel for having like really good like mini games and stuff. The Skyblock, we're playing Skyblock on it. It's actually like best thing we can actually do for like server wise, because like me and Gavin have been trying to like make our own servers and stuff to like play on, and it sucks because we don't have money to pay for servers or set up servers, so we like use like free ones and they suck and they don't work as well. But yeah, I'm trying to think of YouTube channels for like recommend for them to watch in between like our videos.
H3.
H3. Go check out their podcast and their channel.
And it's great.
Yeah, I mean it's best podcast out there.
I listen to it all the time. Oh,
yeah.
Joe Santagato's The Basement.
I have not. I need to listen to that one because
they're also fantastic. They come out with
at
least, I think so.
Yeah. Also check out Disorder, which is a podcast I listen to. They do it once a month, and it's every Disney animated film in order. And they just did Treasure Planet, which was probably a really good episode, and I really like the movie Treasure Planet, and I think you guys check it out. If you really like animated movies, Disney movies, or any movies of any kind, check it out. It's worth a watch. They're really long episodes of podcasts. So if you have really long commutes to work, or if you like walking around a lot, listen to that. Or if you're really bored, listen to podcasts. That's really one. I am actually going to recommend this. I know Gavin's probably not going to like my recommendation of this. If you guys really don't like are into big YouTuber stuff like
Impulsive,
I'm gonna recommend just listen to one episode, and I mean they're not all great, they're all kind of really dumb and stuff, but like every now and episode like they'll interview really good people and it's really interesting to listen to. But yeah, again, it's like the downside, it's Logan Paul.
Yeah,
but I mean it's really interesting. You don't get the dumb idiotic Logan Paul that you like see on YouTube. It's just literally like straightforward content. And you do get a good laugh every now and then. Listen to the official podcast, which has Moist Critical on it, and he's funny. And I'm trying to think of other podcasts to listen to. I listen to the TTA podcast, another Disney podcast, which is just because I'm like geek. I listen to a lot of Smoshcast is Smosh's podcast.
I was gonna say Ryan, he has a podcast too. I have.
Off the Pill podcast is a good podcast to listen to. I haven't listened to him lately because I'm not really a big fan of Paco, and he has really cringy jokes, and that's the only reason I stopped listening to it.
You're not the biggest fan of Paco either, I'm not gonna lie.
He's on the podcast, but honestly, it's a really good podcast. It's a lot of Asian American interviews, stuff like that. They do interview a lot of YouTubers too, but it's really good. That comes out every Sunday. Smoshcast is every Wednesday and every Friday with video. They just did a recent one, which I want to do with our podcast. It's called radio. It's a radio play, and it's basically they act out a story through how radio used to do stories. It was really really funny. It was like a murder mystery thing for like the holiday season. It was really funny. I really enjoyed it. I want to do something like that with us, but I want to have like Davis on to do it because I feel like Davis is actually really good with audio performance because his voice is so like vocal with everything. I really like I want to do like more serious stuff. I want to get into like doing like more commit stuff like that pays off. Can't wait to have the stereotypes and afterthought mashup.
Shut up.
It's gonna be big, guys. It's gonna be huge. It's gonna be the best thing in the whole world, right?
I can't believe you just referenced.
What?
I can't believe you just referenced Donald Trump.
I'm sorry. It just came out. Okay, so that just delayed our.
Also, that's what she said.
That just delayed our mashup by another 5 years. But yeah. I really want to keep this going because I enjoy doing the podcast. It's fun.
I'm lagging like crazy, dude.
Gavin's over here liking like crazy. It's funny, the last part you did like it. But yeah, I enjoy doing this. We've been doing this for almost a year now.
Ew, really?
Yeah, it's been. We started I think we started this last year, like around this time. Well, yeah, because we were doing Bed Wars. Let me check. I'm gonna pull it up. I'll pull it on my YouTube channel. Go subscribe if you're listening to this on my YouTube. YouTube.com/Mastodon100. I hear you there.
Yeah, I'm like, I'm freaking out because this lag is awful.
I know. I just see you leave joy.
I've had to rejoin like 7 times. Oh my god! Wait, shit.
Where is our first podcast? Oh no, 9 months. It's almost been a year. It's been 9 months, but I feel like we recorded it earlier than that. But yeah, we've only been doing this for a year, Gavin. It's whack. PlayStation, you know? It's whack. Well, that's the wrong video. But yeah, I'm actually going to end it right here.
Thank God.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. I'm just lagging, so.
Thank you guys for listening to the Tandem Podcast for another episode. This is going to be a January episode of the new year, 2020. Do subscribe to Gavin. Do subscribe to all the channels I work with. This is John Wilkson.
Signing off. No kidding.
That can't help me, Gavin. I'd be like, thank you for listening again when you stop.
This has been the 1010 Podcast. We'll see you guys next time. Shut the fuck up.
Audio only will be added in later on throughout the episodes.